This is a job that I didn't account for, but one that is really important to me to do and do well. Hi there, friends. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us today. It's a beautiful day in Northeast Pennsylvania, and we're just turning and burning here and getting some work done. If you caught my video from a few days ago, you may remember this wall of dahlia tubers that I am now the caretaker of. So why do I have this gigantic job on my plate? The reason for that is, unfortunately, on my husband's side of the family, one of his uncles passed away. He was very much into having a garden and growing all kinds of flowers and just keeping a very interesting and colorful and just neat landscape. So these tubers and bulbs are kind of what is left over from his plantings, and I just couldn't see letting them go to waste. So this is kind of one way that I am trying to kind of keep his memory alive and just keep the blooms coming, and hopefully I'll be able to share that with others as these flowers are maturing. Since I have, I think, 21 crates of bulbs to put in, obviously I need to make room for all that because I didn't account for this when I was planning my beds. So I have my mom here today helping me clear out some of my flower beds, and hopefully we're going to get some of these in the ground, and then I'll figure out what to do with the rest of them. Okay, we got our first bed cleaned out, ready to fill it up with a bunch of dahlias. 1, 2, 3. Go team! I'm really hoping that at least some of these flowers will have enough time to get to that bloom stage, but I'm hopeful that even if they don't, just by me giving them a home for this season, they'll still go through that tuber production, and they'll still be viable tubers that I'll be able to store and then have a better plan for next year. We interrupt our regularly scheduled planting for toad break. Get out of here, guy. Psst, psst. Get.
So that little toad scared the bejesus out of all of us. He was actually in the ground where my mom was planting and gave us a good laugh and an excuse to take a little bit of a break. Just to explain a little bit about what I am doing in the background, as you can see, I am sorting the tubers. I'm just inspecting everything. Just keep in mind, these are not tubers that I have ever grown before. They did not come out of my ground. So it was very important for me to take this time to look over all of the tubers and remove anything that I thought looked suspicious for any kind of disease, and anything I thought that was just not going to be a viable tuber. I was able to sort that out right away and not waste any time planting any tubers that were not going to produce a viable plant.
Okay, we are done for the day planting dahlias. Oh my god, I have dirt all over my face. Oh well, that's how you know I worked hard. We're done for the day planting dahlias. We were able to tuck in 6 crates of dahlias into the 2 beds that I had open. And from here on out, I'm gonna have to get a little more creative about where I am putting these tubers, but I'm really happy with what we got done today. Thank God my mom was here to help me, because I wouldn't have got half of this done. It's always easier and more fun when you're working as a team. So everybody has their jobs and it just works. Thanks for coming along with us today. I will definitely throughout the season be keeping everybody updated on the progress of these flowers, and hopefully we're gonna end the season with a whole lot of blooms, like more blooms than I know what to do with. That's always a good feeling. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's the first in a series I'm calling Legacy Dahlias. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our homestead happenings. We'll see you next time on Hawn Acre. Just a PSA to all homeowners out there. If you are thinking of putting this in as a ground cover, people for the next 100 years that are working your flower beds will be cursing you, because you cannot get rid of it. It is invasive. It is an absolute mess. I pick this area clean every single year, more than once, and look at it. I mean, it's just a ridiculous mess. Don't plant this ground cover. Find a native, find something, anything native, or just leave it grass, honestly. This is terrible.